Coming up, SWAT teams on the campus of CSU. We are live with the latest on a downtown manhunt for two armed men.
A porn protest in a local neighborhood as residents gather, find out what's inside the store that neighbors want shut down.
Plus, how did the Three Stooges help a man steal $1 million from casinos and banks? Fox 8 News at 10 starts now.
Tense moments on the campus of Cleveland State University. SWAT teams surround a building, evacuate neighbors, and search for two men they say are armed and dangerous. Tonight, that search is not over yet. Good evening, everyone. The downtown manhunt continues as those two armed men remain on the loose.
But police believe that some key pieces of evidence will help track down those suspects. Fox 8 News reporter Todd Meany live on East 30th and Chester now, where the suspects apparently got away, Todd.
Yeah, Wilma, was here in front of the Cole Center for Continuing Education where the suspects crashed their car. Now, that ended the police chase, but it began a search that continues even until tonight. We're watching the police chopper up above, shining the spotlight around this area, continuing that citywide search for the two guys. From the air, from the ground, and with the help of dogs, police used every bit of manpower available looking for two armed robbers.
We have an officer that saw them run towards the building and believed they had gone into the building.
I seen a guy running in the building. He had a blue shirt on and blue pants.
The Cole Center for Education at CSU was evacuated.
They came in and had us all file out, single file, and get out of the building as soon as possible. They said there was a suspect being chased.
But it started as a car chase. The suspects were being chased by police and leapt out of their car while it was still in motion.
When he jumped out the car, his car kept going and ran on the other side with the traffic going towards downtown and ran into a van.
The car crashed, but the suspects left behind a cell phone and a shotgun. The same shotgun an employee at Trans convenience store saw minutes before.
Scared me. I yelled to my customers, he's got a shotgun, and they ran to the back of the store. At the time, I thought they were running toward the check cashing building, and I wanted to check and make sure before I called 911.
But it wasn't the check cashing store the suspects were after. It was the owner of the convenience store, who coincidentally had just pulled into the parking lot after coming back from the bank.
My theory is they had seen him come out of the bank, and they followed him.
The owner called 911, and the initial search began. The description of the car was enough to help police start the chase.
Officers heading the other way spotted a vehicle that matched the suspect's vehicle.
But the tip that the suspects were inside the building never panned out. The search was expanded to a nearby parking garage and some nearby apartments. But the suspects were gone. Witnesses did get a description of at least one of the suspects, possibly the gunman. Not enough for police to catch the suspect as of right now. Hopefully some forensic evidence, maybe fingerprints on the cell phone and the gun that you saw earlier, that may be able to help police right now.
Todd, was anyone hurt during the robbery or the chase?
No injuries. You can imagine that the victim in this robbery is a bit scared right now, but they say the robbers did do some damage. Apparently when they were leaving, trying to escape, they hit a few cars on their way out.
All right.
Todd Meany reporting live. Thank you, Todd. A wild afternoon on Cleveland's east side when a high-speed police chase ends in an explosive crash. Fox 8 News reporter Janice Edwards was on the scene only moments after the crash happened and spoke with those who saw the drama unfold.
I'm like, man, these people crazy. It was crazy. Because it was a loud bang like a bomb went off or something.
The accident that injured this Cleveland police officer happened just after 3 at the intersection of East 49th and St. Clair. According to eyewitnesses, 3 Cleveland police cars were chasing a red Grand Am around the corner just as this car that had a green light was coming through the intersection.
The third police car smacked him, veered off to the right-hand side. He spit about 4 times, and he sideswiped that pole and ran up there.
Chuck Levinson was cutting grass. He says he jumped off his small mower to avoid being struck by the police car that careened out of control.
I didn't know what to expect. I'm just running when I saw it coming, just to get out of the way. I don't need none. If I was on that, I probably wouldn't be around to say what I'm in, because look where you can tell where they hit.
As stunned bystanders watched the drama unfold, An accident investigation team arrived on the scene to piece together details of the police chase that went horribly wrong. Janice Edwards, Fox 8 News in Cleveland.
Now, a police department spokesman told Janice that a second police officer was taken to the hospital to be checked out after the accident, as well as the driver of the car.
In Cuyahoga Falls today, 3 youth football coaches plead not guilty in the beating of children at a football minicamp. Early Robinson is charged with 8 counts of assault for allegedly whipping the young players with a belt. Now, Clay Thompson and cheerleader coach Sherry Cloud face child endangering charges. Prosecutors say that they rounded up the players for the punishment. Tonight, all of them are free on bond. A fatal shooting of a Stark County man by his 2-year-old grandson is ruled accidental. Thomas Hops of Plain Township was shot in the liver after investigators say that Hops' grandson picked up a loaded semi-automatic handgun that belonged to the victim. The toddler fired through the chair, striking Hops in his back.
A Wadsworth man is in double trouble tonight after he is arrested not once but twice for the same crime. 38-year-old James Oley was pulled over after police say his pickup truck was weaving near I-71 and Route 3 in Medina. He was arrested and charged with drunk driving. Oley's wife picked him up at the police station, but about 5 minutes later, he was arrested again after police spotted him driving his pickup home.
He thought he was okay to drive the first time, so that's why he was behind the wheel when he first got arrested. And apparently we didn't prove our point with the first arrest, so we ended up having to get him again.
And the suspect's problems aren't over yet. Police say when they towed his truck after his second arrest, they found a .25 caliber handgun in the back seat. Oley now faces a firearms charge as well.
Well, tonight local picketers are trying to put a new business out of business. Fox 8 News reporter Patty Lee has details for us on a small town's fight to keep adult entertainment out of township lines.
Off Interstate 90 and Route 84, Kingsville Video has become a popular destination for purveyors of adult videos and books and their detractors.
My little quiet world here in Kingsville, Ohio changed forever. And that's what really inspired myself and also all these other people to really do this.
Since Monday, at least a dozen picketers have lined the store's front entrance, hoping to keep customers away.
We'd like to see the store closed, and secondly, we would like to prevent any other businesses from opening in any other township or municipality in Ashtabula County.
We heard that their next plan is to put another store like this in Geneva, where we now live. So we have a lot of incentive to try to do whatever we can to stop this place and before the next one comes in.
The picketers say they don't know how many people they've turned away or how many they'll have to in order to achieve their goal. But what they do say they know is that their strategy seems to be working.
It's reduced every night. There's hardly any in here tonight. I think there's been 1 or 2 come in since we've been here.
We tried to speak to the store's managers. Is there a manager here? But they declined comment, although store owners did address their picketers by hanging signs. This customer said the picketers didn't and haven't deterred him from dropping in.
Everybody has sex, you know. It's a way of life. It's a form of nature. You know, everybody has sex. Everybody's got their own opinion. They can go about their business and, you know, leave these guys alone. Step off to the side. They're putting customers away from a business, you know.
Words that serve only to encourage the protesters, who say they'll be back again tomorrow. Patty Lee, Fox 8 News, Kingsville Township.
Thank you, Patty. Now, when that store opened in July, the town's trustees held a community meeting to try to explain to residents that the store had a right to operate its business despite public opinion against it.
The Blue Angels fly into Cleveland today at warp speed for the 37th annual Cleveland National Air Show. The elite flying squadron darted across the sky, practicing their death-defying maneuvers. The F-18 Hornets can travel nearly twice the speed of sound, climbing at a rate of 30,000 feet per minute. There are only 11 jets and 10 pilots in the squadron. Pilots only fly as Blue Angels for 2 years because those maneuvers are so intense.
I always say it's the best roller coaster ride ever, but I don't know any roller coasters that pull, 7 to 8 Gs. A lot of high Gs and a lot of quick maneuvers. We don't wear G suits, so we have to work really hard maintaining our positive blood flow to that proportion of our bodies. So it's a workout for 40 minutes.
Just how tough are these guys? Well, it took the Blue Angels only 45 minutes to fly from Texas to Cleveland. You can catch them this weekend at the Air Show. You won't want to miss your chance to check out the Cleveland Air Show this Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Aerial exhibitions begin at 9:30, noon, and 2 each day. Admission $15 for adults, $11 for kids ages 6 to 11. Much more information available at fox8cleveland.com. Click Web Alert, then Featured Websites.
Still ahead, he's accused of killing 6 family members and was on the run for 10 days. Tonight, Nikolai Soltis is behind bars. Hear the police account of his capture. Plus, was one of the winning Powerball tickets really part of an office pool? The verdict is now in. Find out who gets the cash. And he allegedly stole millions of dollars, all with the help of the Three Stooges. We'll tell you how one man allegedly used this famous comedy act in his criminal plot. Tim and I will be right back.
You're watching Fox 8 News at 10 with Tim Taylor, Wilma Smith, Dick Goddard with weather, and Tony Rizzo and John Telich with Tag Team Sports.
So, you're the needy type. How's this for instant gratification? Chevy's moving the 2001 Metal. $3,000 cash back on Chevy Blazer 4-door. 0% financing on Malibu. Yeah, big cash back or low APR financing on select Chevy cars and trucks. What are you waiting for? An engraved invitation? Make your money count now at your Chevy Network dealer.
Get more value for your dollar right now at Seaman Furniture's Labor Day sale. It's the biggest furniture sale of the season, with savings throughout Seaman's tremendous inventory, including our Seaman's Kids collection. And everything's ready for immediate delivery. Plus, there's no down payment, no finance charges, and no monthly payments until 2003. Shop all weekend and during special hours Monday, 9 till 7. Get more value for your dollar with no payments till 2003 during Seaman Furniture's Labor Day sale.
To train for marathons, I'll run 40 to 50 miles a week. Running is my passion, next to my family, of course.
Lisa and Brian have their life coverage with the American Family Life Insurance Company.
Our American Family agent talked with us about how much life insurance we need. He pointed out that even though I'm a full-time mom, I'm just as important financially as Brian.
American Family Life Insurance. All your protection under one roof.
American Family Insurance.
These drive-by shootings are tearing our families apart. They're tearing our neighborhoods apart. We cannot let this go on. We just can't. I visited with a family that had lost their child. I'm a mom too. I can't imagine losing my child. And as I prayed with that mother, I became all the more determined that we will make this community safe again. We will have more police working in the community, and together we will make Cleveland safe.
Call for action saves a woman thousands of dollars in hidden credit card debt. It's a story we first told you about last week. Tonight, a resolution with a happy ending. Fox 8 News reporter Christy Steves has the call for action update.
10 years ago, Terry Ryan was $2,000 in debt. She was in the process of paying it off when she got a letter saying her debt had been canceled and her check returned. To the average consumer, one might think the debt had been written off. Years later, Terry gets another letter saying she not only owes the debt, but $3,000 in interest.
The law does not permit them to go ahead and now cause her to have to pay these interest charges and late charges after not taking action for that long.
We took Terry to the law firm of Lindner, Weaver, Crane, and Brondo.
Nice to meet you.
Pleased to meet you. They made a couple of phone calls to the collection agency and got them to waive the interest fees as long as Terry pays the original debt.
The question is, what is the correct penalty to be applied for the lateness of the debt? And in her case, the lateness was not her fault, and therefore the correct result is that she pays the debt back now, but no late charges assessed.
Attorneys say hidden credit card debt can happen to any of us if we're not careful. Oftentimes, companies sell off debt to a collection agency. That's what happened to Terry, but she was never notified her account had been sold.
I was shocked. I mean, I hadn't heard anything since 1993.
And this comes out of the blue.
We all get them in the mail, solicitations for credit cards with low rates. But if you pitch them in the trash without reading them, you might be in for a big surprise.
A new credit card company who your credit card was actually sold to might send you something in the mail and you might mistake it for junk mail because you say, I don't have a credit card company with this new company. You throw it out, you don't even look at it, and it's the notification saying, guess what, we just bought your credit card debt.
The moral of the story, read your mail, even if you think it's junk mail. It could save you a lot of headaches later on.
This collection agency doesn't have your debt anymore. But as far as that debt going away, it never goes away. And at some point, somebody will come back and say, hey, you owe us the money, and guess what? There's 5 years of interest on it, and we want that too.
Christy Steves, Fox 8 News.
Well, Terry Ryan says she got the results she wanted and is satisfied with the outcome. She will send the collection agency a check in the amount of $1,850, a far cry from the $5,200 they said she owed.
Well, tonight is probably certainly true. The first day of school has some special meaning for Cleveland sixth grader Jimmy Torres. You see, he got to go to his neighborhood school. He was supposed to attend a school across town, but after more than a month, Jimmy's mother called for action, and we called the Cleveland Municipal School District. They were able to find enough room for Jimmy at Marin Middle School. If you too have a problem that you just cannot seem to solve yourself, why not pick up the phone and call for action? The number to call, area code 216-578-0700, as you see right there. Or you can email us at fox8cleveland.com, click on Web Alert, and then call for action.
This coming weekend marks the 4th anniversary of the death of Princess Diana. Coming up, Dodi Al-Fayed's father says there is still a cover-up in the accident that took the lives of his son and Diana. You'll want to hear what he has to say.
Tonight we also have an update on the condition of legendary comedian Bob Hope. We have the latest for you from the hospital.
Plus, Dick Goddard and flying chickens. Need we say more? Stay with us.
Fox 8 News is brought to you in part by your local Lexus dealer.
Come on, big boy. One step for mommy. You can do it, pumpkin. Hello? We already
There are some things in life you just don't want to miss, like the Lexus Golden Opportunity, where until September 4th, you can get unbelievable values on all 2001 Lexus vehicles. Miss it, and you'll never forgive yourself.
Maybe tomorrow, sweetie. Okay?
See your Cleveland, Akron area Lexus dealer.
The Legends of Flight return to the 2001 Cleveland National Air Show presented by Discount Drug Mart, including a replica of Jimmy Doolittle's legendary GB, a 1932 Cleveland National Air Races winner. Marvel at an aerial dogfight between a Russian MiG-15 and an American F-86 Sabre. And see the world's only flying de Havilland Sea Venom. Witness the power of the world's military aircraft, plus incredible aerobatics, wing walking, parachuting, and the amazing U.S. Navy Blue Angels. The 2001 Cleveland National Air Show, Cleveland's Labor Day tradition.
So, you're the needy type. How's this for instant gratification? Chevy's moving the 2001 Metal. $3,000 cash back on Chevy Blazer 4-door. 0% financing on Malibu. Yeah, big cash back or low APR financing on select Chevy cars and trucks. What are you waiting for? An engraved invitation? Make your money count now at your Chevy Network dealer.
The Labor Day sale at Kaufman's is going on now. Save 25 to 50% in every department. You'll find huge end-of-season wardrobe savings for the entire family. Save 70% on our entire stock of summer clearance. Plus, don't miss great savings in the home store. Bring in your bonus coupons and take an extra 15% off your entire sale and clearance purchase. Hurry to the Labor Day sale going on now at Kaufman's.
This is where it all starts. This is where it gets good.
Kaufman's Labor Day sale.
It's the 5-day Labor Day sale at all 5 Mullinax locations. 5 big days to save up to $8,000 off. 5 big days to save with year-end clearance prices on every new Ford, Lincoln, Mercury, and Jeep. 5 days to get rebates as high as $3,000. 5 days to get low prices and 6.9% financing on all used. Plus, get a free extended warranty on every used car or truck. Save like never before during the huge 5-day Labor Day sale at all 5 Mullinax locations.
Price, service, selection. At Mullinax, it's guaranteed.
Welcome back, everyone. Tonight, we're still waiting to find out whether or not pint-sized pitching phenomenon Danny Almonte is too old for the Little League. The Dominican Republic native pitched a perfect game in the Little League World Series, but some records suggest that Danny is 14, which is just too old for the league. Documents in the remote farming town where Almonte was born disagree on Almonte's age. Meanwhile, New York's Board of Education says that contrary to the law, Danny has not attended school since he came to New York last year.
I spoke to the father. I said, well, you know, he's like, oh, well, I couldn't get him into the school. It's hard over here to get him into the school.
Now, if Little League officials determine that Danny Almonte was not qualified to play, his New York team could lose its third-place finish, so we'll have to wait and see. Some new information tonight in that crash that killed Aaliyah and more sharks in the Sunshine State.
Those stories and much more in tonight's Fox News Reel. We start off tonight in the Bahamas, where aviation officials say the plane that crashed, killing the singer Aaliyah and 8 others, was overloaded. But they won't say just how heavy the plane was. Meanwhile, a public and private funeral service will be held for the singer in New York City.
From Florida now, more sharks are spotted. 2 sharks were spotted off the shore of Naples, which much too close to the shoreline, they're saying. Officials say that despite the attention Florida has gotten from shark attacks this year, the number of attacks is still much lower than last year.
Tallahassee, one of America's most famous lawyers, is fighting for his legal life. The Florida Bar Association is seeking to have F. Lee Bailey permanently disbarred for the way he handled $6 million worth of stock owned by a former client. Bailey is best known for his role in the O.J. Simpson and Sam Shepard cases.
From London, when England takes on Germany in competition, it is usually on the soccer field. But what about this? Some soccer fans faced off in a competition to see how many people they could cram, oh my goodness, into a car. And the Brits had the home car advantage, if you will, winning the car stuffing contest.
And in New York City, he's bad, and the markets were even worse. The king of pop, Michael Jackson, opened trading on the NASDAQ today, and then the markets tumbled. The Dow slipped below 10,000 and the NASDAQ below 1,800.
This usually marks about the end of summer when you think about it. I can't believe it's here already. A holiday weekend just hours away. Many of you counting on some nice weather as we take a live look outside from one of our Fox Cams. Dick Goddard, moments away now, with the full forecast for the Labor Day weekend.
Plus a pain-free visit to the dentist chair. It's possible, and we've got the high-tech details next.
For the first time ever, there he is! Cops pursue a dangerous fugitive featured on America's Most Wanted. 2 season premieres starting at 8/7 Central, Fox Saturday.
The new Serta no-flip mattresses are here, and Levin Furniture's got them at the lowest prices in town. Take an extra $100 off any queen or king set, only at Levin's.
If you're looking for a truck engineered to out-tow Toyota Tundra, or a compact pickup with a smooth Z85 suspension, the proof is at the pros. Now get a Sierra half-ton extended cab with $1,500 cash back or 1.9% APR financing and upgrade to professional grade. Or grab $2,500 cash back on Sonoma. See dealer for residency and other restrictions. The proof is at the pros. See the pros at your local GMC dealer.
This Saturday, Thistletown and Beck's Beer welcome the super group from Down Under, the Little River Band. That's right, the Little River Band live in concert. This Saturday at Thistletown, immediately following the Thoroughbred races. The Little River Band. Right after the Thoroughbred races this Saturday. Thistletown, where you play the game.
You work hard for the money, so hard for it, honey. You work hard for the money, so we're gonna treat you right.
This week at Value City, save on our entire stock of shoes for the whole family. Our regular prices on these big brands are already the lowest in town. And now buy 1 pair and get a second pair half off.
You work hard for the money, so we're gonna treat you right.
The
Lighthouse Big September Sale is heating up, and for a limited time, you'll save up to 60% on over 100 vent-free gas fireplaces and gas logs. Get a complete vent-free gas fireplace, including gas logs, hearth, and deluxe oak stain mantle for only $6.99. You save over $500. Gas logs start at only $99. There's floor model and scratch and dent items too, many priced below wholesale, including casual furniture and gas grills. A 3-person hot tub is just $14.99. Pool tables start at $4.99. Plus, get no money down, no payments till 2002. Only at Lighthouse.
Find the lowest mattress prices of the season and use your bonus coupons for extra savings at Kaufman's.
This is where it all starts. This is where it gets good.
How does a trip to the dentist with no pain-killing shots and no pain sound? Fox Family Health reporter Lou Maglio says it's now possible thanks to laser technology.
This is the laser.
The laser's on the left of your screen, drills on the right.
You can see they're designed to look very similar.
But the difference is dramatic. There's the sound. Drill, laser.
You see how that's removing the tissue here?
Our patient this day just happens to be a dentist with a damaged tooth. Here's the photographic proof.
She has a defect in the enamel, and over time this defect could become carious or decayed.
Note the black spot. Dr. Ronald Orr goes to work with a laser. And about 10 seconds later,
it's cleaned out.
A new picture tells the story. Looks a little frosty because the lasers etch the tooth to prepare for a filling. Once the filling's applied, a final picture. It's a perfect result. Patients universally love it.
I felt the pressure of the laser, and I felt like a blowing of air that was something I was totally able to tolerate.
The laser-water combination basically creates a mini explosion. The pulse of the laser is shorter than what a patient can perceive. In other words, it's over before the pain registers. And since there's no shot,
they can walk out the door after they finish this procedure and go eat. If they have a cup of coffee on their dashboard they left on the cup, they can go drink it immediately.
They're not drooling.
Exactly.
The laser won't drill through old metal fillings that need to be removed, and bigger cavities might require a stronger laser for a longer time, perhaps challenging that pain threshold. It's not for every condition, but if it's right for your condition, it's a major step forward. Lou Maglio, Fox Family Health.
Now, the laser does add a little bit to the price of a dental visit, but Dr. Orr hasn't had any complaints. There are just a few units in the Cleveland area.
All right, get ready. If you need a fill-up and you haven't been to the gas station lately, you better brace yourself. You see, prices at the pump have soared nearly 30 cents a gallon in just the past 2 weeks. Heading into the Labor Day weekend, prices in our area average $1.73 a gallon for regular. Motorists in the Midwest are paying more than in any other region because they're telling us of a fire which shut down a refinery 2 weeks ago.
This system is operating at capacity. There hasn't been a refinery built in about 25 years. So we're just really one major disaster away from a major gasoline supply shortage. And we're seeing a smaller scale version of that right now.
Too bad it happened during a holiday again, huh? The effects of the refinery outage are expected to last as long as 6 months. That means higher gas prices throughout the fall and probably into the next holiday season.
Yeah, it's funny how that happens.
It always just right around the holidays.
Always around the
amazing?
holidays, yeah. A 10-day search for the man accused of killing 6 family members is over tonight. Coming up, wait until you hear where the nationwide search ended and how police moved in and got their man.
Plus, co-workers challenge a Powerball winner saying that her ticket was part of an office pool. Well, tonight we know who gets the money and who does not.
And after our sunny 85-degree afternoon, the clouds are moving in. Stormfox Doppler has some red and green on radar.
Fox 8 Weather is brought to you in part by Hyundai.